Hi, my name is Graham, and the subject I'm going to be talking about today is, did Adam and Eve really exist? And if they did, is there any proof that we can look at in today's world to prove that fact? This information will not be in the form of a Bible study, but I shall be quoting words from Genesis in a way that I interpret them. There are some unusual statements in the Bible that the information has to be gleaned from other sources, such as the legend of the Jews, such as the statement where the gods say, "Let us make a man in our image." And God picked up the dust of the earth and moulded it into his own image. When God breathed life into the nostrils of the man, and the man became alive, and God called him Adam. This statement alone confuses people into thinking that there was more than one God present at Adam's creation, which is not true. But in the legend of the Jews, it is stated that there were angels present at Adam's creation, 4 of which were sent to collect dust from the 4 corners of the earth that Adam was made from, so that Adam would be as one with the earth itself. This is the Bible's version of how Adam came into existence, and it does not prove that there was somebody named Adam, but we know for certain there must have been a first man, otherwise we would not be here. We are the human race, distinct from the animal kingdom. We can talk and think independently, which other animals cannot do. It's said in the Bible that all the beasts and Adam and Eve were created on the 6th day. It also says in the Bible that each day of creation will be likened to 1,000 years of man. We do not know for certain how long Adam was in the Garden of Eden before Eve was created, but we do know that in the legend of the Jews, Adam lived in the Garden of Eden for 32 years before they were cast out of the garden. I will assume that Adam had been in the garden for 30 years when God decided that man should not be alone, and he caused Adam to fall asleep. He removed one of Adam's ribs and created Eve. God did it this way because he wanted a perfect match for Adam, for his wife. So now we have some important information. Adam and Eve were almost clones. They were a perfect match for one another. It must have been not long after this that Eve was told about not eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam was told a lot earlier in his life. There must have been angels present in the garden when Eve was created. One of these angels was Lucifer. Seeing Eve was so attractive, he was even more jealous of Adam than he was before, and was set on making Eve his own, so hatched a plan to get Eve for himself. He disguised himself as a serpent and wrapped himself round a large branch of the tree and waited. Eventually, Adam and Eve came close enough to the tree. The serpent spoke to Eve, telling her that the fruit was good to eat. At first she looked at the tree and said to the serpent, "No, God has told us not to eat of this tree, because if we eat, we will surely die." "You will not die. You will be as a god, knowing good and evil." And even Eve saw that the fruit looked good to eat, and did give off a good scent. So she took a fruit and bit into it, then handed it to Adam, and he did eat the fruit. The fruit had hallucinogenic properties, and their eyes were opened, and they experienced good and evil, and were violated. Lucifer seized his chance to have his way with Eve. Then, while they were still under the influence of the fruit, he resumed the shape of the serpent and remained in the tree. When they awoke, they felt so violated that they covered themselves with large leaves. And when God returned, they hid, but God found them, and he knew they had eaten from the tree. Adam blamed Eve, and Eve blamed the serpent, saying that he had tempted her. God then cursed the serpent, saying, "You are the lowest of all creatures. I will put enmity between thy seed and her seed. You will crawl on your belly and eat dust. Her seed will bruise your head, and you shall bruise its heel for all thy days." Then God cast Adam and Eve out of the Garden of Eden, made them clothes of animal skin, and told Eve she would suffer the pain of childbirth, and that she would obey her husband. Adam was told that he would have to work the land to obtain food, and that it would be hard work. This is a very important part of the proof that Adam and Eve actually existed. Now, what do we know about Adam and Eve? First, they were perfect for each other. In today's world, we can say that they both had the same blood group. They had no rhesus factor in their blood, as they came from the dust of the earth. And because of the curse of the serpent that said, "I shall put enmity between thy seed and her seed," we can pinpoint which one blood group tries to destroy the sperm and or the child that is of another blood group than its own while in the womb. And that is the blood group O negative. Yes, O rhesus negative was Adam and Eve's blood group. So Adam and Eve did in fact exist, and their bloodline is still alive today. So the Bible must be true. God must be true. Thank you very much. Regards, Graham.